I want both of us to start singing like two traveling minstrels about this extraordinary existence we share, as if you, I, and God were all married and living in a tiny room. That's perfect. That's that's all. Pisces. Pisces. I wonder what's happening with you. Could be so many things. You know, it's been one of those whirlwind kind of nights, and I feel like there's a lot of water whirling. Hello. And I wonder if there's something. We'll find out. Ace of Swords, Two of Rods, Ten of Swords, Two of Cups. When we last left you, there was some, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? There's this jealousy, there's this guilt. Did you get your union? Is there now harmony? Did you take action? Well, Ace of Swords in the first position is really great. You're feeling very wealthy in love. You're cheersing. The Two of Rods in the middle position is the one that threw me for a little bit of a loop. So you took action, you got your union, and you feel like, everything's right where it needs to be. Why am I still sad? Why gaze into my crystal ball and see your future? But you're living your present. So why are you stuck in this wanting to see if the grass is greener on the other side, Pisces? Well, that's why. The Ten of Swords in the result position. Not a card of violent death. It's always important to say that because that looks horrific. But why are you feeling such pain and suffering? Unless you're kidding yourself, unless you're just lying to yourself, and that this thing that you went after, you said, I gotta get it back. I have to get that back because I feel so empty without it. And now I have it, and now I'm emptier than if I just not fought for it in the first place because you're feeling miserable. Well, let's see what happens. The Magician in reverse, clear as day. You used your power, you got the person back, you fought for it so that you didn't have to feel your negative emotion, but you used bad juju. You used bad, dark magic to secure this relationship. Yeah, this is one of those no second clarifying cards needed. What did you do, Pisces? Why'd you do it? You knew what this was. That's what this feels like. You knew what this was, Pisces, and you make your bed. You have to lie in it. That one was very like Uncle Chris, Pisces. Just deal with it. Ooh. See, here's the thing, Pisces. You get a free pass if it was like, I didn't know. But this one was very clearly like, you knew. And you just did it so that you didn't have to feel. So you didn't have to feel. I think you have to feel. You have to feel your way through this one because you're hurting yourself. Pisces, you are hurting yourself. Meditate. Think on that one. Gemini. Gemini is... I feel like Gemini was going through it. I'm wanting nothing more than to hear that you found your alignment. That would make me feel good because when I tune into these stations, I like feeling good. But the cards never lie. The Sun in reverse, the Eight of Rods, and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Overarching theme, Page of Rods. Book-ended pages in a very infinity loop kind of position. So let's see what's going on here. The Sun in reverse. So Page of Rods. You want to be a faithful lover. You want to be responsible. This is an important message, not the Hierophant, but the wand. You want to be a faithful, faithful lover. But what's going on? Why is your sun upside down? You're just so unsure of what the future holds for you, Gemini. You're so scared. I'm getting fear. There's going to be a loss of something of value if you, I don't know what. Let's keep reading. 8 of Rods. 8 of Rods. The arrows of love are coming at you. You're getting approached either by your own emotions or by other people to be like, hey, you're fun and cool. How about this? But you're like, I want to be faithful. I'm feeling a tug of war in you of what do you do? What do you do? 8 of Rods. Yeah, you have such great expectations for what you want your life to be. I'm getting arrows of love, a Page of Pentacles in reverse in the result position. And that's really rebellion. You're on the go. You're like, don't tell me what I have to do. I'm a Gemini. I'm going to float away. Don't you tell me I have to stick to a plan. Don't you tell me I have to stick to a lover. Oh, but wait, I already committed. See, I want to be a faithful lover. I really want to be responsible. But don't you tell me I have to be responsible. Gemini, the calls are coming from inside the house. You're absolutely kooky, crazy. You don't have to do anything. You think you have to stay. You don't have to stay. Another meaning for the Page of Pentacles in reverse, dissipation. Dissipation, bad news. But more than that, I'm really feeling prodigality. It's for the rebellion. You rebel, and then you go a little victim-y. You go, I can do whatever I want. Oh, crap, but why did I do whatever I want? See, it's a tug of war. Let's clarify this. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Do you feel like it's a blessed union of souls? Do you feel like, is it a stepping out situation? You feel married. You feel so with this person that not only are you lonely, but you feel like it's blasphemy what you're doing because you've put the relationship on such a high pedestal. What do? Let's clarify this part 2. Well, the 10 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's just such a feeling of loss, anger, guilt. What are you doing, Gemini? I'm going to go right to this third clarifying card, and it better be a good one. When the Ace of Cups comes up as the third clarifying card, it is up here with the twinkle lights going, in a galaxy far away, you have alignment, but it's so far away. Because you have to do you. You have to do the do, Gemini. You've got to go through the fact that you're not where you want to be with who you want to be. Just make the change, Gemini in the mirror. Make the change. Oh, Capricorn. Oh, and when they fly out, you do not toy with that. It was the Empress. We'll get to that later. Wow. Good shuffle. Makes you feel so masculine. Good shuffle. The 6 of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles. I'm seeing a theme. The 5 of Cups. Okay, so you're feeling like you lost something, but you're also cutting your losses, and you're saying, well, I still have plenty. I spilled over 3 pints of my blood. This one's blood, Capricorn. I'm not feeling wine. You bled 3 times over, but you've got 2 pints of blood still remain. This metaphor's going nowhere. Well, what did you lose? Why are you in this kind of thinkiness? Well, the Empress comes right at you, and she's letting you know there's such fertility here, initiative, there's action, there is good luck, bountiful harvest is your way as a result of this meditative state you're in. Another way of saying 5 of Cups, it's like indicates a loss in the process of receiving something. And I always say, if the thing that you're receiving is your emotional alignment and your love, then take the loss, because nothing's worth ever feeling out of alignment. So there's good luck coming your way as a result of this. Journey by water. Now you're Earth, so you are responsible for the water. You are responsible for allowing the water to even have rivers in the first place for you to travel on. I feel like Capricorn, you are the guy in the hat that looks like a deer. That's you. Anyway, um, so what's happening here? Journey by water, but there's also another meaning. There's action. I'm getting a double action toward a resolution through another person. Well, what and who are you using, and why is the Ace of Pentacles in the final position? Why? Tell me why. I'll tell you why. It's because you're getting contentment. You're taking all this action. What if it's mental action? What if you're meditating and just thinking and coming up with new perspectives? That counts, Capricorn. So, there's going to be some ecstasy. You're going to have things on paper align for you, but I'm not getting a strong that's bad. I'm getting a good that's good. Good that's good. And Four of Swords, recuperation, retreat, exile. So you have been thinking, you have been meditating, and you're like, I can take action, I can take action, I can get everything good on paper. And the High Priestess. So this mystery, this thing that's been over you, it feels like you've set the intention to get to the bottom of it. But like you got to go through the material world because you're just insufferably Earth, Capricorn, and you're going to do it your way anyway. So do it. Don't jump to the stars. Do it in your own way, in your own time. But do it. And I'm getting an indication that you are doing it. So you're meditating on the mystery. I feel like that's a good sign, especially because it's femininity, it's relatedness, it's wisdom. You're coming up with wisdom. I feel like in the first position, mystery. In the last, second clarifying card, you're finding what this person means to you. You're finding out what this relationship actually is because you're unpacking the mystery with the High Priestess. That's good stuff. Really good stuff. Leo. The time has come. Oh, it always feels like. See, it's good to put Leo at the end because it's the 11 o'clock number. It's like Leo. But you're in the beginning today because I just decided. The Six of Rods. The Four of Rods in reverse. The Three of Rods in reverse. And the 10 of Rods. There's so many rods. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 23 rods. That is a numerical 5. I forget what that means. Let's break it down. Six of Rods. Horseback. Important message. First position. I'm jumping to this one first because we're in reverse order. We went in ascending order yesterday. Now everything's coming through reverse. Six of Rods. So there's great news. There's great news coming your way because you're realizing what you want. You're saying, I'm having internal shifts about my love and twin flame. I'm actually coming to mental conclusions. I'm getting very magic from all these rods. They could also be wands. You've been using your alchemy. You've been using this magic to say, I have to find my perspective on this love twin flame. And you're doing it. And you're going to have a reconciliation, but with what? Four of Rods in reverse. Not too strong a meaning for me right now. I think with your emotional harmony, with your emotional blessings. Three of Rods in reverse in the result position. Okay, hold on with that sound. Three of Rods in reverse. Be careful about help that is being offered to you. It doesn't seem reliable. I feel like, okay, this is what this feels like. Well, before I say that, overarching theme, 10 of Rods. There's guilt surrounding you choosing your own emotional alignment. You're carrying a burden of, but I don't want to put me first. That's weird. You're a Leo. That's what you do is you put you first. Why at the mention of your emotions is it like, oh, but I should put them first? No, you're feeling guilt over, this is saying you're feeling guilt over finding your own alignment. That's okay. Feel the guilt, but find your own alignment, because this is really important. You do it, you arrive on horseback with the wreath, you get your alignment, which leads to your own emotional blessings, which leads to someone. Now, this is the sneaky one. Whatever's coming at you to throw you from your alignment, it's not reliable. Is it the person that you feel guilty leaving behind? Look at the bookends. I have to put down these 10 rods, 3 of rods in reverse, but don't forget me, but don't leave me. And you're like, oh, yeah, that's right. Let's clarify this. The 7 of swords, more things on your back, carrying 10 rods and 7 swords. There's so many plans, and you're so worried about failing at love. You're so worried about, well, if I let them go, not only do I feel guilty, but then what do I do? Second clarifying card. The Queen of Swords. This is what you do. Stephen, the Powerball numbers are PayPal/Leo Rising, and then you enter 1 million, and then you hit send. That's the Powerball number. Queen of Swords. I've gotten all flustered. Sorrow. Good sorrow is indicated. Have a great night, Stephen. Sorrow. You're saying, I do the thing, and then I feel guilty about it, but she's coming through in the second clarifying card saying, yeah, you're going to be sad, but you're a queen. You are a queen, Leo. Male, female, doesn't matter. You have the roses, you have love on your side, you have regality on your side, you have royalty. You are your own royalty. You're a Leo, you're a lion. It's the most regal animal. And yet, sorrow, but you do anything. You don't want to feel sorrow, especially being the sun, Leo. You don't want to feel sorrow. Sorry about it. You have to feel the sorrow in order for this level up. It's a big video game that we're doing here on Earth. Own the video game. Take the Sims and go, I'm bothering to feel my sorrow. And now I've navigated my way through the sorrow because I bothered to feel it. It hurts. I'm not saying it doesn't hurt. I'm not saying it doesn't suck, but that's all I got, Leo. Don't feel guilty for choosing yourself. You do in every other thing anyway, so you might as well do it with your emotions. Cancer. Cancer. Oh, I'm getting all cancers. You got me flustery. Why? Well, the Page of Swords in reverse, the 5 of Swords in reverse, and Judgment, and the King of Swords. A lot of aggression right now in you, Cancer. You are a king. You are poised for battle. You're going to war against someone, something, this love, this feeling. King of Swords. You are brilliant. You are wise. You are a king. But why is the Page of Swords coming at you in reverse, saying you're in crab mode because you know there's some unforeseen danger on the way. But because you create your own reality, somehow you're creating this danger. What is this internal danger you feel is foreseen? The 5 of Swords in reverse. I'm getting a strong feeling of mourning. You losing. Mourning, is it an actual death, Cancer? Is it a metaphorical death? You're prepping for this battle that's imminent, and you see the Page of Swords in reverse. You see this unprepared state or illness. You see this potential for something going really wrong, and so you're mourning this loss. But Judgment in the final position throws my brain for a loop. It really makes me feel, because you're having a shift in personal consciousness toward a union with the universal. You're saying, pincers are out, shells up. Oh my God, I'm a Cancer. I'm preparing for all of this horror. I'm about to go to war. I'm wondering if you have to go to war. I'm wondering if you have to go through it. You can't go over or under. Is the war your own emotion? Is the war this other person? Is the war is the only way for you to grow in awareness is to follow through on this thing, this love, this crush, this twin flame, this partner, this roommate, whatever it is, Cancer. I'm seeing that you don't level up until you bother to go through this negative emotion. That's a human theme. That's a zodiac theme. If you push it to the back, there's no progress. There's no growing awareness. Let's clarify this. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there's some bad faith in you. There's some deception. Are you being deceived? And that's why you're like, I'm not going to go there. Because if I go there, I feel like this is going to get twisted. Someone's going to twist some shit, slander your reputation if I do this. You're going to feel deceived. Ooh, I'm glad somebody that this is resonating. Is it for you? Are you resonating? But why? But why? Clarify second card. Because you're so trapped. There's so much anxiety. More swords. You feel like you can't get yourself out of this one. This emotional trap. Third clarifying card. The Queen of Cups in reverse. I feel like your instinct is saying there's danger, iceberg, dead ahead. But you want to dip your toe in the water, but you know it's a fucking iceberg. I'm getting a very strong don't do it. You don't feel like it's a good thing. And yet, the only red herring here for me is, well, it's not a red herring. It's saying you see that there's danger ahead, but you have the option of going through it and leveling up and getting an answer that you don't currently have. I feel like you're confused and anxious, Cancer, that there's an answer from someone or something you desperately need, but you're too defense mode, shell up to bother going through it. So you're like, you know what? I'd almost rather sit in my own anxiety because that's better than the fear of causing an even bigger shitstorm. So there's two roads I'm getting. They're diverged in a yellow whirlpool. You follow through, you get your answer, you level up, or you sit in the anxiety and you don't follow through because ultimately in your heart, you know you're being deceived. That's what it is. You don't need the answer. You already have the answer of this deception in you, but you're not trusting your inner guidance. Trust your inner guidance on this one because both paths take you down a road. One is fear, but then you get a clarifying answer from this person. The second is you sit in your own anxiety, but then you have to learn how to trust your anxiety. I've never said that before. You have to learn how to trust your anxiety as a good thing. Why you'd go crab up. The anxiety is coming up as a way of protecting you so that you can go, yeah, I'm being deceived here. I felt it from the beginning. Trust it, Cancer. You don't go into crab mode for no good reason. Cancers are loving and nurturing. So if you're in crab mode, obviously the choice is yours between which future you choose, doing it or not doing it. But I'm getting a trust yourself reading. Libra. Libra. I always feel like singing at the mention of Libra. Song. I feel like song. Life is a song. Libra came along. With the Nine of Swords in reverse. The Empress. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Samaya, I'm glad that resonated. Ooh, ouch, girl. Ooh. And Death. Libra. That was like my neck cracked. Death. You are finally saying to yourself, it's time. I have to die internally. The old me, I need to get rid of this old me. Which is leaving Susie Snowflake turned on her head. Why is Susie Snowflake turned on her head? Because there's such shame imprisoned in you. There's such suspicion and uncertainty about this death. You're like, it's almost like you're like, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. But then you're like, what do I do? Okay, I'm willing to do it, but what do I do? It's like right before the doctor puts the shot in your arm and you're like, you're bracing, but he hasn't put it in yet. I'm feeling like there just needs to be a little prick. The Empress, middle position. This is what you do. This is such good news. There's such bountiful harvest for you. I'm glad you've accepted that you need to internally change. Big, but not just change, death. Susie Snowflake in reverse. What do? I'm bracing for this horrifying thing. Just push the needle. It's a horrible metaphor. Horrible. But do it because there's such good luck on the other side of this. Four of Pentacles in reverse in the result position. I'm getting, because it's bookended with Empress in the middle, I'm getting the idea that you're going to lose something in this. You're going to lose something on paper. You're going to lose the fantasy version of you. The Prince Charming, damsel in distress version of your romantic life is going to go and die along with this death. Have the death, Libra, because the fantasy's never real. Never, ever, ever, ever. Knight of Rods. How funny, I said Prince Charming, and now here's the Knight of Rods. Basically saying, I'm getting a feeling of, it's more change, but it's also like change of residence. Are you moving? Is there a city move? If there's a city move or like a long distance thing, that's what I'm feeling. Something like that. Let me second clarifying card to break this down. Seven of Swords in reverse. You need counsel. You need instruction. You need sound advice. You need a little tarot in your life is what you need. And here you are. There are so many fish in the sea. I think you need a Pisces. Just saying that. Go after a Pisces, Libra, because take the advice. Take the advice that the Empress is on your back, letting you know you're going to lose the fantasy version of what you thought love was. You are going to cry. You're feeling uncertain about the death you need to have and how to do it and all of that. So take Susie Snowflake in reverse and couple her with the Seven of Swords, which actually just means go seek and talk to someone. A friend, a therapist, a roommate. Talk to someone. But I'm seeing this as a very good thing, Libra. Very good. Taurus. Taurus, you were going through it. I wonder what you're doing. Are you being a Taurus schmorus? What are you doing, Tor? How you doing, Tor? Oh, the Long Island. Okay. Taurus. Temperance. The Tower in reverse. The Six of Cups in reverse. And the Two of Cups. I'm feeling, okay, you have harmony, blessings, union. You're clinking your glasses with someone or a good friend, maybe even a lover twin flame. We need more information. The Two of Cups, harmony, temperance. You are maturely adapting to what life is throwing at you, Taurus. I feel very good. I feel very proud of you, Taurus. The Tower in reverse. Yes, there's a catastrophe, but it's not mind-blowing. It's like catastrophe light. You're maturely adapting to the fact that your world is turned upside down. Six of Cups in reverse. You can't let go of the past, this person. It's like you're doing everything you can with your maturity, with your harmony. You're seeking out your people. But this little mini catastrophe is making you, at night, head on the pillow. Oh, but them, though. Yeah, you're trapped a little bit. It's an infinity loop. How do you get out of this loop, Taurus? The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Hmm. Talk about loops. It's the reputation. It's your reputation's on the line if you follow through with this thing. It's obviously killing you, Taurus, to want to actually follow through with this, but you also can't stop thinking about it. Ugh, that's really tricky. I've been there. So what do? The Four of Cups. Well, you're so bored. You want the change. Taurus, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this reading is saying actions must be taken, but the seeker is hesitant. And yet you're so bored you can't stop thinking about them. This is shit or get off the pot, Taurus. This is just do it. Just send the text. Make the call. Do what you have to do, Taurus, to end this stalemate because you're just bored and trying to like live your Tauran life, not thinking about it. But result position, Six of Cups in reverse, you're thinking about it nightly. I'm taking on your feeling. I'm tuning into Taurus. This evening, tuning in, 10 p.m., Taurus is bored but can't get over it. What will Taurus do? They'll send the frickin' message. And don't tell a half-truth, Taurus. Send the message. Sagittarius. I can't get these card shuffles. They won't go. They won't go. And this one just flew out. Okay. Understood. It's the Eight of Rods in reverse. 2. That has got to be a sign of what Sagittarius is going through. Can't even. There's just, like all of a sudden the cards became so stiff they were perfectly shuffleable for Taurus. 5 of Rods, 4 of Rods, the Knight of Swords. Okay, here we go. Action-oriented, militaristic. There's such a. Here we go. I'm the Knight of Swords. I'm brave. I have skill and determination. But the fact that the Eight of Rods is coupled with this, in Eight of Rods in reverse, might I add. I'm not adding anything. That's just the accurate reading. I'm just telling you the truth. So Knight of Swords, Eight of Rods in the next position in reverse. Guilt and jealousy and such domestic disputes. I feel like there's an internal war going on you. Was there a breakup? Are you contemplating a breakup? Are you broken up but still dealing with the guilt and jealousy over having broken up? Are you still talking to your ex? This feels very like either you broke up and they're not fully ex, or you are with them still and all you want is to break up, but you're not following through. So you've got the Eight of Rods in reverse in the first position. Guilt, jealousy. 5 of Rods. There's so much competition in you for the material world to be so good on paper. I feel like this breakup, Sagittarius, it sent you reeling. And it wasn't an actual breakup. If you're still in it or still going after them, you don't want to be there. Sagittarius, you don't even want to be there. Now, the 4 of Rods in the final position, harmony and the perfection of your affairs. But to me, the hurdle you have to beat is the reputation hurdle. Oh, I can't take the hit to my ego because we were supposed to be so perfect on paper. I bet you are perfect on paper. I'm not debating that. I feel like it's all about emotions and reputation. And if you can beat what they'll say about you, because guess what? From now until dead, you're in an internal prison wondering what they say about you anyway, with or without them. You're trapped. So you might as well choose your heart and just let them go. Let yourself be free. You had the spirit animal of the eagle yesterday. Be the eagle. You're a powerful fire, Sagittarius. And you're a beautiful poetic fire. You are a candle. So be the burning lumiere. Find your emotional blessing, but you don't get there without having to deal with the reputation card. Clarify this. The Two of Cups in reverse. More jealousy. False love. The love that you want is absolutely false, but it feels real. Well, I can't debate you on that. Those are your feelings. But I'm telling you, the reflection here is that this is absolutely false. Second clarifying card, Six of Swords in reverse. Again, I think you had this recently. You feel the dilemma of it, Sagittarius, but there's no immediate solution. To me, the one caveat to that is you bothering to unpack your pain. You're not. You want them back so you don't have to feel the pain. That is the definition of like sociopathic. That's the definition of narcissism. Is you saying, I don't want to feel me. So I'm going to use you to make it so I never have to feel me. You kill both of you in that scenario emotionally. Both of you have an emotional death because you're really, Sagittarius is really charming. So you're going to put on the charm to get them back because you've changed now. But it's all a ploy. It's all a ploy just so that you don't have to feel your hurt. Take the high road, soar into the sky, Sagittarius, eagle, the archer, send the arrow out and just go in search of a new love. Scorpio. Scorpio. Yes, I live in Scorpio, Mississippi. Don't drink the water. Page of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse. And the King of Rods. Ugh, so many battles tonight. So many battles. The good news here is the King of Rods, there's nobility. You're wanting to be loyal. You're wanting to be conscious. You're wanting to be honest. You are thinking about your own emotional honesty. Overarching theme. And it can have a strong indication that there's going to be a change in residence. There's a lot of travel coming your way, Scorpio. So Page of Swords in reverse. Let's break it all down, all these swords, all these battles. You've got illness, yes. Unpreparedness, yes. But also unforeseen danger. First position, you're wanting to be loyal, you're wanting to take action, but there's this unforeseen hurdle. Clearly you see it because it's coming up in your reading. You feel it, but you don't know what's going to happen. It's very, when's the other shoe going to drop? Two of Swords in reverse. Well, it's the end of a stalemate. You take action, you choose your own loyalty, you choose your own emotional integrity. There's an idea. And you end the stalemate. But I'm feeling something even more. The trick for me, if I'm talking my thoughts out, is why you'd be like, Scorpion stinger is up. I feel there's an unforeseen danger. But if I follow through, it actually ends this anxiety. It ends the stalemate. There's a disloyalty. I'm getting loyalty in the face of disloyalty. What is this tug of war? The Knight of Swords result position. Action-oriented man, militaristic nature, epitomizing bravery and skill and determination. And of course, depending on the card nearby, it could mean war and opposition and destruction. Yeah, I'm feeling like, for good reason, stinger's up. And you're going through life right now with it up. You're like, what is this thing that's gonna happen? So you're on guard. But clarify this. Immediate clarifying card, Scorpio. The World in reverse. That's rare. You're so afraid of this change. You're so stagnant. You've been bored and stagnant in this still water for a while. It's not a happy, healthy home. It's a physical building that you're sleeping in, but it's not happy, it's not healthy, and it is certainly not a home. Cramped vision. Isn't that a really interesting way of describing the world in reverse? Your vision. You are a visionary Scorpio, but you're cramped. Your artistry is suffering. You're so afraid. I'm understanding these battles. They are both internal and external. Second clarifying card. Pay attention. Seek out the alliance of the real person, place, or thing. It's a person, of course, it's always a person. The person that you want. Reach out for this alliance. You are draining your psychic energy with the tail constantly up. This other person can lead you away from these worldly concerns. They can lead you away from these worldly concerns. And they have the active intelligence and the ability to realize new ideas. You are 8,000 steps out ahead of your current existence. You're bored. You've been bored for a while. You seek a new adventure to reach a greater destiny. You hunger for new faces out beyond the troubled sea. That put me in a mood. That actually put me in a really empathetic mood, washed over me. Flood of memory. It's like it doesn't want to be released. I have to release this because we've got Aquarius coming up, and Aquarians deserve my full Aquarian attention. But Scorpio, let this be another sign. My being just went, I feel you. I feel you. Feel me. Aquarius. Have to let that go. I'm in channel. I'm channeling the Aquarius mentality. Air, the water bearer, but there's no water in that bucket. It's truth. We pour buckets of truth on people's heads. Okay. I didn't say anything. It's the Ten of Pentacles, it's the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and it's the Four of Swords. Overarching theme, Aquarius, judgment. Judgment, growing awareness, shift in personal consciousness toward a union with the universal. This is good stuff. The Ten of Pentacles, family. Family matters, but what specifically? What is there going to be judgment on? An inheritance, a lineage, a gain. There's going to be some kind of I'm dad, and I'm mom, and I'm a little kid. It's like family's on your mind with regards to love, with regards to there's going to be balance, there's going to be judgment. Why? Three of Pentacles in reverse. Immaturity and pettiness. What is it about this love, this twin flame, this feeling that I'm getting a I don't know. See, a Four of Swords. Retreat, recuperation, and exile. It's like you're feeling something's going to come at you. All you're wanting is a shift in consciousness of the universal. But something's going to come at you that makes you have to really think and go into exile. This is a little... Clarify this. Ace of Swords. More battling. There's going to be a triumph of great force here. There's going to be great love. A birth of special significance. You're having a baby, that's a powerful baby coming through. But if it's not a baby, it's this relationship is going to, I think it's all starting to dawn on me. Judgment. You're feeling very, I want to be the best me. And family, that you want family. You want a real soul family, twin flame soulmate connection. The problem is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. You're choosing mediocrity. immaturity and pettiness. There's pettiness getting in the way of you being with your person. And that pettiness, actually, Aquarius, could be, it all is coming clear, is because you're in exile. It's because you've removed yourself, Aquarius. They can't get at you. But you must be the sword and the stone. There it is. You've got to pull the sword out of the stone and make it happen. Make yourself available, Aquarius. Can you do that? Because this feels like you get your family, you get your connection if you do it. But nobody on this God's green earth understands exile better than Aquarian, because because let's put it this way. Someone else tries to block you, someone else tries to delete you. Do you know what you can do better than anything they can do? You delete you. Aquarians can delete themselves better than anyone could ever try to delete them. It's our, what's that word? It's our grand master power. It's our thing. So, Aquarian, that one clarifying card was clear enough for me. Pull the sword out of the stone and just stand there, dun-dun-dun, sword in hand, and just make it known. Make it known that you are available and that you are in the receptive mode. Good advice for me. Virgo. The Vierge, the Virgins, the earthy Virgos. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Temperance, the Sun in reverse, and the Ten of Rods. So you've got so much oppression inside of you, guilt and doubt. You're feeling this kind of internal haze. It's been very foggy here. So the weather is just an external representation of your internal feeling, Virgo. I feel like you're the most weathery of them all. If a Virgo is like, it's foggy out. If a Virgo is feeling good, the sun shines through. It just happens that way. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there's a deterioration of your character right now through the wrong attitude toward your emotions. It's really clear. That's what this is. That's what this oppression is. But, Temperance in the middle position, it's like a final warning. It's like, yes, you are, get this, Virgo. You are maturely adapting to what life offers to you. Despite all of the Eeyore, despite all of the wrong attitudes, you still somehow find your alignment. That's a great thing. That's a really great thing. The Sun in reverse. The Sun in reverse is that there was a loss of something of value and you are so uncertain about your future. This doesn't mean the sun's going to turn off. It's not going to happen. It means you're scared of not being able to gaze into a crystal ball and say, tell me what it's going to be. You need to, Temperance right now is outweighing the Sun in reverse. It's saying, keep maturely adapting to this scenario. Even though it's a complete loss. You're surrounded by loss. The angel wings have no choice but to stay in the air. Clarify this for me, please. I don't even know if I want to say anything. Your inner alchemy and Temperance are so strong. It's like Temperance is on your back and the magician's on Temperance's back saying, we got your back. Girl, you got this. Even there's loss and scared and no future and loss on the material world. And you can't predict the future. Stay in your alignment, Virgo. This is a very good reading. It's very to the point. That many major arcana, it's very direct. That's going to be a quickie Virgo reading. Aries, you're not last. You're certainly not least. Fiery. You get it done because you care. Aries really care about what they do. They They burst at times. I would say sometimes they just burst and they're not really thinking it through. We all have been there. Aries especially, though. 10 of Swords, 8 of Rods, 2 of Swords in reverse. The Empress is on your side, Aries. The Empress is saying that there is good luck, bountiful harvest here. Whatever's going on, it's good. You know there's good stuff, but you feel so stabbed in the back 10 times. What do those 10 swords represent for you? Who, what, where, when, and why? And sometimes why. Who, what, when, where, and sometimes why of being stabbed in the back, of feeling pain, suffering, affliction. But as you know, my favorite thing to say, this is not a card of violent death. This is internal agony. You're stabbing yourself in the back is what I feel because you know you're in a good place. 8 of Rods. The arrows of love? No, in this case, it's not a ton of love. This twin flame, this love, this thing that's got you in a mood is very great expectations. You might be going too quick. There's so much momentum toward the desired end with this person that maybe you're like all your arrows are being shot out too quick, which is leading to 2 of Swords in reverse. There's disloyalty. There's a falsehood here. The end of a stalemate. Well, you're shooting so many arrows that I'm sure some of them will land. But there's a falseness to what you're doing. It's too fast. It's too lacking thought. I feel like the Empress is the only one on your subconscious saying, don't forget me. Don't forget that you have initiative, action. Don't hastily shoot all your arrows. Let's clarify this, Aries. Let's clarify this. That was really bad. It's the last reading. Yeah, your material world's fine. There's going to be business success. There's going to be sharing of proceeds, philanthropy. You're making art. You're making music. You're making life happen with the people around you. So maybe the love thing has got you a little frazzly, anxiety-y. Put your full focus actually on the material world right now. Don't think so hard about the love thing. Clarify that for me. Yeah, another pentacle. 6 and 7 right in order saying focus on something else. Focus on things that you can get in order. Like 7 of Pentacles. Success in matters having to do with money, bartering. Pentacles in a love reading in the clarifying position doesn't mean plastic lover. It means don't even focus on love right now. Keep doing your momentum. Keep doing your this. Just be careful with how fast and how many arrows you're shooting out because you're going to drain your own spine. You're going to drain your psychic energy. And with that, I just took a big, I think I'm still wearing a couple of these readings on like a cloak. And that's what these chimes are. I am conscious that I am divine. I am conscious that I am divine. I am conscious that I am divine. And just like that, I can get it off. Got my big jug of water. Have a great night, everybody. I hope this resonated. I hope this brought you some clarity. No matter what happens, this is always fun for me. It feeds my soul. Have a great night.